In this lesson, we're going to look at different ways to do division. Now, before we look at this way to do division, we're going to back up and we're going to think a little bit about multiplication. Now, remember when you were first learning multiplication, you started with repeated addition. And your teacher told you that 4, like a picture here of 4 tiles, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 has a value of 20. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we know that this value here is 20. And that's what it would look like in pictures. We can write that out in numbers like this, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And if we add that up, we see that that value is also 20. Now, then if you look at this picture, we could say that we have 4 groups. We have 5 groups of 4. There we go. We have 5 groups of 4. We have 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups with 4 in each group. So you can see that we've got 5 groups of 4. We can also write that like this: 5 groups of 4. One thing that I like to tell all my students, and you may not realize, is that these words here, groups of, mean the same thing as the multiplication symbol. A lot of times students will hear 5 times 4, and that's not wrong, but it helps you to have a better picture in your head if you think of it as groups of 4. That's what this symbol literally means. Just like if you think of this sentence here, this phrase, cats and dogs, we can also write it like this, cats and dogs. This symbol is a short way of writing the word and. The same thing with the multiplication symbol. It's a short way of writing groups of. So this picture represents 5 groups of 4. And we know that 5 times 4, or 5 groups of 4, has a value of 20. And so that's how we use repeated addition to do multiplication. Now the inverse of addition is subtraction. The inverse of multiplication is division. So let's look at how we can use repeated subtraction to do division. The first thing I need to do is look at the problem that I'm going to solve. And I have 33 divided by 3. That means I'm going to take 33 objects, and my squares are shown here. I've got 10, 20, 33, and I need to put 3 in each group. So I'm going to start by taking 3 away from the group, from the total that I have, and making one group of 3. Now I can show that by taking 3 away from my group of 33. Now I only have 30 that I need to put into groups, and I have, by taking away those 3 right here and putting them into a group, now I've made one group of 3. But I still have 30 more tiles I needed to put into groups of 3. So I'm going to come over here again, and I'm going to make another group of 3, which means I'm going to take away 3. That leaves me with 27 tiles, and I have 2 groups of 3 now. But I need to keep going. I have 27 more tiles to put into groups of 3. So let's make another group of 3. That means I'm taking 3 away from my total of 27, which leaves me with 24 tiles in my whole group to divide. Now I've made a total of 3 groups of 3, but I still have 24 more tiles I need to split into groups of 3. So let's do the same thing again. I made another group of 3, which means I'm taking 3 away from my 24 tiles. That leaves me with just 21 tiles. And you can see here I've got 10, 20, and 1. And now I've got 4 groups of 3 made. And here they are, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need to make another group of 3 because I still have more. So I'm going to make another group of 3, which means I took 3 away from my group of 21, leaving me with 18 tiles still to be divided. And so far, I've made 5 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I need to make another group because I still have 18 tiles. So let's do it again. Now I am going to take 3 away from 18. That leaves me with 15 tiles that still need to be divided into groups. And now I've made a total of 6 groups. But there's still more. You guessed it. Let's take our 3 tiles. Oops. Make our group of 3, which means we're taking 3 away from the 15 that we had, leaving us with just 12 this time. I've got, now instead of having 6 groups, I made another group, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups. Still have 12 more tiles. Looks like I can make another group of 3. So let's come on down here. I'm going to stretch my dotted line here a little bit more. I took 3 tiles away, leaving me with 9. And now I've made a total of 8 groups. There's still more tiles to group though, so let's group them. Let's come up here. Now I've got 1, 2, 3. I've made another group of 3. Looks like I only have 6 tiles left. And I can show that by taking away 3 from 9, leaving me with just 6 tiles. And so far, I've made 9 groups of 3. But I still have more, so let's make one more group of 3. Now I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 groups of 3. I only have 3 tiles left, and we saw how we've already made 10 groups of 3. I have 3 tiles left, so it looks like I can make one more group. There we go. We have taken all the tiles because I took 3 away, leaving me with 0 tiles, and I have made a total of 11 groups. So you can see how I took my 33 tiles and I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 groups. And I can do that with repeated subtraction. This is maybe not the quickest way to get the answer to a division problem, but it will work. Stay tuned to see how a quicker way that you can use partial quotients to solve a division problem.